So next step is to pull out data. And if we go look at the documentation, we got SQL. And now we're going to do, once we get a DB, we can do a query. So we want to do that first. We're done with the driver stuff for now. So it gives us back a pointer to rows and errors, and a query string goes right here, and there's an example. And I'm just looking for DB query. DB query gives you rows. All right, so that's kind of what we're looking for. And they do, so basically we could copy that code, but it's better to type it. So right here, I'm going to get rows and an error, colon equal DB query. And then I need a query string, which up here is Q. And then age. What's age? Age is 27. So what's query asking for? It wants a query string and arguments. Turns rows and an error. Query executes query. Query row, strings and args. At most one row. All right, we're going with this. So I'm just going to do here, select star from, what's the name of the table? Customers. Nil. Does that work there for args? Unlimited, including none. Can I just do none? Because Veratic means none. And if error is not equal to nil, log fatal error. Now we have our rows. So what do we get when we query that? We get those two things, right? So we need to create a customer. And that customer is going to be not a variable, but type customer struct. And we're going to have first string. We're going to have ID int first string. And now we're going to create xc colon equal customer. So that's a customer. If I have a slice of int, sorry, brain fart. That's not such a polite phrase. Int, slice of int, colon equals a slice of int, 1, 2, 3. And so I want a slice of customer. But nobody's in there yet. And then when we have our rows, we're going to do 4 rows, and it's next. Give me my next row. And then I need a customer. and that's composite literal. I could also maybe do var C customer. Would that work? Variable C is of type customer. I could do like same here. But I think when you do variable, it's it goes to its zero value when you use var. And so the zero value on something which is a pointer is nil. And so if you have like data sources that are pointing to storage, it could create issues and nil pointer dereference. And then you're like, ah. But if you do this, you've actually populated it with nothing. Maybe I'm going to leave it at this. And then got my customer. I'm going to do rows.scan. And I'm going to scan. I need into ID, the first one, and into first, the next one. We have ID in first, and it's CID. And C first. I'm like, what's happening? So I scan those in, and then I'm going to do XC is equal to append XC C. And I'll look at append to make sure I use that right. And append slice this type, elements of this type. Unlimited number of elements of that type. And then I'm going to pass in XC to my template. And in my template, I'm going to range over the current piece of data. And when I range over it, what's up, people? That's going to be so you think that'll all work? Seemed like we talked it through pretty well, right? Oh, I forgot a row. Yeah, where are you supposed to do that? Right here, rows. Yeah. Yeah, it worked without doing that. But great catch, Jeff, because that's what it shows in the example is defer rows close. I'm totally excited about that. What? Without deferred rows close? I don't know, maybe it's just bad memory management, and so we have something that's open, or maybe it knows how to check that on its own, and if we forget it, it does it. Or maybe the rows variable gets killed when we leave the function anyhow.
I remember when we were first going over Postgres, we were reading the documentation, and there was a part where it said that you should do defer close on the database, but you may not need this, or if it's something to that effect. Like,
Let's look at it. Rows. So we're down where? We're down here, right? I'm going to search for close. Close closes the rows, preventing further enumeration. If next is called and returns false and there are no further sets, the rows are closed automatically, and it'll suffice to check the result of error. Close is idempotent and does not affect the result of error. Idempotent, we looked that up. I remember, I still don't know what it means. I've looked it up many times. Denoting an element of a set that is unchanged in value and multiplied or otherwise operated on by itself. I don't know what that means. Maybe we should go read this. That actually looks like it should be a video. All right, so we got that working. What's our next step? Inserting data, deleting data. Or do you want the next step be get it up and going on post on? All right, let's take it and see if we can get it going up on DigitalOcean.